Welcome back, everyone. My name is Steven. I'm your true champion. And yes, I am very disheveled. Yes, I did just wake up. And yes, there is a ban list today. Happy ban list day for all my Digimon players out there. We're going to talk about the ban list. I have not seen it yet. I have been bombarded with messages, though, in the past hour that it is out. And I do want to talk about it. So I'm going to pull up the list. I'm going to see what's on there for the first time. I'm going to talk about it, and then what I want y'all to do is talk about it as well. Let me know your thoughts about this ban list down below in the comments. If you are someone who plays the Japanese format, which this list immediately affects, let me know your thoughts about it and what you thought they could have hit or what you think shouldn't have been hit, stuff like that. And I think that's about it. Like I said, guys, I just woke up. Forgive me for being super hoarse and probably like all over the place, but I'm excited for this. I don't normally get to make these like impromptu reaction videos, especially when I already put out videos earlier today, but it's whatever. Let's go ahead and hop into the list. I'm excited. You guys should be too. All right, y'all. Here we are at world.digimoncard.com. I have the ban list pulled up. If you guys don't know where to find this exact page, I'll leave a link to it down below in the description, but let's get into the list. This is a nice little section here explaining what the list is, why it exists, what banned cards are, and what restricted cards are. It kind of makes sense, though. Banned cards, you can't use them in your deck, and restricted cards are restricted to a certain number, depending on what that specified number is. It could be 1, could be 2, we don't know, but let's just get into the actual list. I'm seeing a little bit of a peek right here. You guys can't, but I can, and the first banned card in Digimon ever is Mega Digimon Fusion. Okay, we're starting strong, boys and girls. This is an absolute problem in the Japanese meta. Blue hybrid decks are abusing this card. It's crazy strong, and let's see what Bandai has to say about it. BT7 Susanamon is a level 7 Digimon that can Digivolve from a Tamer, allowing you to use this card to Digivolve for free without the need for a level 6 Digimon, speeding up the metagame and restricting viable decks in the format. Woo! What a beautiful, beautiful first sentence. You know what? I actually like that Bandai not only banned this problem card, but they're also giving these little paragraphs explaining to y'all why they're banning stuff or why they're restricting stuff. Really good thoroughness on their part. Again, guys, I'm really stupid right now, but this is good. This is a good ban. It makes sense. I like seeing it. Can't wait to see what else they have in the ban section, and that's it for the ban section. Okay, so no more cards are getting banned, so that means no Icemon ban, that means no Save Your Hukamon ban. Let's hope they at least restrict those cards, which is this list. So this is the restriction list that's being made. By the way, all of these are effective for February 25th, 2022, which means it should apply to both the Japanese format and the English format on those days. If I see anything else, I'll let you know. So the first restricted card is Reinforcing Memory Boost. This is actually an interesting one on here because I think this is more of a English format decision versus a Japanese format decision. I know this is being used in like D-Reaper decks and stuff right now, but I mean, as far as I know, this card's only really been a problem for like security control based decks. But let's see what they have to say about it here. So this card proved considerably more powerful than the other memory boost cards and exceeded our power level estimations when used in specialized decks. It's over 9,000 is meme inserted. Okay. Such as non-yellow multicolor control decks and D-Reaper decks. Yep, makes sense. Okay, so you know what? This is a really nice inclusion here. These cards are going to be restricted to 1, not restricted to any other number. So on this date, you can only use one of these in your security control decks from now on. As a security control player, I'm sad, but as a Digimon player, I get it. Next card. And there's Icewall, baby. Yes, Icewall, get hit, you stupid card. Yes, restricted to 1. Perfect. Though performing as intended. Whoa! As a defensive card, using it every turn results in a lock situation that negatively impacts the speed of games. So they're like, hey guys, the card is doing what it was designed to do. We're sorry that we designed it to be stupid. I'm just kidding. They're actually doing a really good job here, I think, of explaining like where the actual problem is. Like the problem isn't the single card. Like the card is not a broken card, but when you use it every single turn, that's when it becomes like mind-numbingly stupid. But having it at only 1 copy means it'll perform as intended. So they realized their mistake and they're now correcting it with the ban list Makes a ton of sense. Glad to see it. Good job, Bandai. I would have been happy if this card got banned. A lot of people would have, but you know what? This makes a lot of sense. Thank you for the explanation. And that's it for all the immediate restrictions, it looks like. But we do have another section here that says effective on April 2022 at the time of BT08 pre-release. Another restricted card section. And the first card on here is Save Your Hukamon. So let's read this. Decks that use this card with BT6-16 Jessamon have dominated the metagame for longer than anticipated, greatly limiting viable decks in red. For this reason, we've decided to restrict this card to 1 copy per deck. So this is actually interesting. Again, this feels like an English format decision versus a Japanese format decision in the sense of when it becomes legal. So as of right now, this card will probably be limited in JP, like tomorrow, right? Because it's already BT08 over there. But for us, it's not going to take effect until April 2022, which means we can still use full power Jessamon during set 7 format, for example. So that makes a lot of sense. It's not going to apply to our set 6 meta or our set 7 meta, but it will apply to our set 8 meta, which is where it's going to be like the actual big problem that they are seeing in the Japanese format. This is kind of like a delayed restriction list, but they're letting us know about it now, which is a much bigger deal, because if we knew about it like 2 weeks before the actual set 8 release, like that'd be like out of nowhere and be probably a problem for us as like competitive players. But knowing it now, we can prepare. It's no big deal. And then there's another card on here, Icemon. This card comes out in BT7, and they're showing us a card that's not even out yet. Using BT7-72 Icemon, which is this card, and BT7-69 Icemon Scatter Mode in tandem makes it easier than anticipated to cycle through your deck while playing Digimon to your battle area for free. Yeah, the Icemon engine is like crazy good at like filling your board and filling your trash and just doing a bunch of crazy stuff with your deck. So getting rid of that for the set 8 format and making it more possible for like other EXO2 purple strats or other really interesting purple strats to actually come to the forefront is pretty cool. And also just like overall balances the format pretty nicely, like slows it down a little bit, which is really cool. But this is a restriction on a card that doesn't even remotely exist in English yet. And this is definitely an English format decision. So I'm glad they're like having the foresight to do stuff like this for us, and they're not waiting until they know it's going to become a problem. They're just dealing with it right now. So yeah, really, really good. And that wraps it up for every individual card on this list. Let's go ahead and check out the entire list as a whole. So the full list, these were the cards that were restricted back in February of last year. We have Argomon, level 5, and Hidden Potential discovered. They are still on the restricted list at 1 copy per deck. The new cards that were added and will take effect February 25th will be Reinforcing Memory Boost and Ice Wall as restricted cards. And finally, the only banned card in Digimon. The first banned card is the only banned card, Mega Digimon Fusion. February 25th, can't use it anymore, just throw it away, it's useless. I'm just kidding, it's not useless, but you can't use it anymore. And then eventually in April of 2022, we have Save Your Hukamon and Icemon going on the list. Icemon isn't even a card that's out yet in English, and it's already getting a restriction hammer. That's how serious they are about maintaining a safe and fun, enjoyable metagame. So huge shout out to Bandai for putting out this list. It's a long time coming. I think it's handled very well. They definitely hit a lot of the big problem cards that have been problems for a while now. I don't think they missed anything personally in terms of making the metagame better. I do think it'll be interesting to see how these decisions impact our meta for set 7, because this restricted and limited list will most likely affect our set 7 format here in English, where it's not going to affect the JP's set 7 format because it's already over for them. So yeah, that's going to be super cool. I like that, like, through a ban list being created for a future format, they're inadvertently giving us English players different formats, which is really, really cool. Having a different format, even though we have the same cards as Japanese players did, is going to be super interesting. That'll do it for my ban list reaction. If you guys have any other thoughts you want to give me down below in the comments, by all means, go ahead and do so. If y'all are Japanese players, let me know your specific thoughts. Do you like this list? Do you not? Can't wait to hear from you guys. If you enjoyed this video, even though it was super gross, mush-mouthy, and terrible, be sure to let me know by smashing that like button, subscribing to the channel, and clicking that bell for notifications so you know when my videos go live for you. This is video number 2 for you guys today. Absolutely insane. But with that being said, I've been your true champion, Steven. Please be sure to work hard, rest easy, and live well. And I will see you all next time. Peace.